Hello guys, in this session we are going to learn how we can store results into variables. So let's suppose we have a variable called x. I can assign a value to x. Hello. So what I'm doing, I'm assigning this value to x on my own. So let's suppose I execute one command called who am I. This command will give me some result. I want to save that result. So let's suppose I create a user called current underscore. I create a variable called current underscore user. I want to save the result of this command into this variable. How can I do that? And another example, I have two numbers, x is equals to y is equals to 6. And there is a variable called sum. I want to save the result of addition of these two numbers, x plus 5. How can I do that, x plus y? Let me give you some other examples. There's a big file. You grab for a particular value. You grab for a particular pattern. Let's suppose you were searching for all the lines in the file from this file, 1.txt. So you will get some result from this command and you want to save it to a variable called result. How you will be doing that? So this is the command that gets executed and you want to save the output of this particular command to a variable. So it can be the calculation of some expression, it can be output of any particular command, anything like that. So that's what we are going to see, how we can store results in a variable. How we can store results in a variable. So the fundamental rule is you will be writing the variable name. It can be anything. Whatever be the name is equals to, you put dollar and in this brackets you execute that command. Let's suppose the command is who am I, or any command you run on your terminal. You can write it in this round brackets, and what will happen? This command will be executed and whatever result was there based on this command, it will be saved to this particular variable. So let's see a few examples. X is equals to 5. If I want to access the value of x, I will be doing echo $x. Correct? So this was the value which I have given to x. So now let me create one user called one variable called current underscore user. Or let me first check. So when I execute this command, who am I? I'm getting this output. I'm getting this output. I want this output to be saved in some variable. So let me call it as current underscore user. So this is the name of my variable. So initially, what was happening when I was executing this command, the output comes to the terminal. So now I don't want output to come to terminal. Instead, I want it to be saved in this bucket, in this placeholder, in this variable. Is equals to dollar, like I told you. I'll be writing my command like this. Now when I will execute that, echo, if this is the variable, if I have to access the value, I have to use dollar in front of that, and I get this value. So this is how we will be saving results to this variable. You can save output of any command. You can save output of any command. Okay. So, so this is the date. I want to save it to a variable. Let's create a variable called date underscore now. So now the output is not coming on terminal. It is actually going to that variable. see? So at this particular time, at this moment, this variable is having this value. Okay. But now if you will check, the actual date has changed, right? 1735 to 1736. So do you guys think that it will have the same value or not? How many of you guys think now variable will be having 1736 or 1735? What do you guys think? If I will do this, what should be the value? It is still the same. So now the date is 37. Date has changed, but the value is still, the value in the variable is still the same, because that was the one time effort in which you try to save the output to this. If you will do this again, so now again that variable is initialized with the new value like this. Okay. pwd, this is one command in which I'm getting this output. I want to save this to a variable. I want to save this to a variable. Let me create a variable called location, dollar, round brackets, pwd. That's it. Okay. Dollar location. Okay. So let me give you one more example. Let me create one file called employees.txt. So I'm having this value as this is the file. So if I will do cat employees.txt, so this is the value. So if I want to calculate the lines, remember we learned one command wc minus l. It gives me this value. It gives me this value. Okay. If I will do cat employees.txt, and after that also if I will try to count the lines, it will give me this. So the thing is, I know by combining few commands or executing wc minus l, I'm able to get this value, but I want to save it to a variable. Let's suppose the variable is count dollar. So you see, I have executed this command. I will copy this entire command and will paste it in these round brackets. Okay. So now what is going to happen? This expression inside round brackets will be evaluated, and whatever the result is coming, that will be saved to that variable. Does this make sense to you? Is it easy? How many of you are with me on this? So if at any point of time you are required to save the output to a particular variable, you can simply do it using variable equals to round brackets, add your command here, add your command here. That's it. Hostname, executed this command. So hostname is the name of my system. This is the one. So now, if now I will execute this, it's good. So if I will use date command, date plus percentage capital Z. This is one option. It gives me the time zone. Maybe sometimes I want to save it to a variable. Let's suppose I'm writing one script or one program where I will be making use of a time zone. So in that case, what I can do, time zone is equals to. Normally what I do, I always keep my variable names in caps so that anyone who is seeing my script should easily understand that. It is coming, right? So let's suppose even this command I'm executing, hello world. Yeah. So I can type, create a message variable in which I can execute this entire command. I will do echo coming. So what any command which I can execute on terminal, I can also save that result to a variable like this. Okay. So there is one command called tr command, translate command. Okay. Man translate, man tr translates or delete characters. Sometimes, let's suppose you have some small letters, you want to convert the word from uppercase to lowercase. So there are few options you can do with that. Okay. Let me show you that how you can do. Okay. So let's suppose I'm doing echo John. So what it is going to happen, it is going to print John on terminal. That's good. But I want to convert John to uppercase. I will use pipe symbol. Pipe symbol, what pipe symbol will do, it will take the output of previous command and give that as an input to another command. Translate command will take this. So now there is one special syntax, special way with the help of translate. You write it like this. This is the format of translate command. So what it is going to do, it will translate all the small letters, small case letters to uppercase. So this is just one small example in which you have some text you want to convert the case from lower to upper. So you see. So what we can do in this case. So I want to save the result. It can be any variable. Maybe this gets calculated first. So what I will do, I will just copy this entire line. It gets calculated and the result goes to that variable. So the concept is simple. Whatever you are doing it on terminal, whatever command you are executing, whether that is a single command or it is combination of multiple commands like this. Okay. You just need to put them in these round brackets like this. Okay. There are different ways also with the help of which you can save output, save result to a variable. But what we have learned just now is one of the best practices. So just remember this last thing, variable is equals to